moving on now. Bellator, and this was I actually was thinking of going to this in London, but I didn't want to go London twice in a row because one of our mates has got something on next week. But I was really like the people on this card, mainly Paul Daley. A big fan of Daley he's been I think I was speaking to you about him earlier, but he has had like 60 fights, over like 40 wins, 22 losses, around that. I'm not exactly sure the exact record. He's been in the UFC for like Nick Diaz, Masvidal, Jake Shields, Dwayne Ludwig, isn't it? TJ's coach.
Ludwig.
Yeah. And he's always exciting because he's got a left hook, and that left hook puts people to sleep when it touches him. So when he touches any of the opponents, and that's what he's known for. And to be fair, like I've watched interviews of him and stuff. He's like quite a humble guy. He's based up in Nottingham. He's got a gym up in Nottingham. And this was his last fight, like you said. Like this is the last fight. And the problem with most British strikers is the wrestling that always was his problem. Like he was a good, like decent wrestler, but as soon as these guys who are better versed in wrestling, got him to the ground and stuff, it kind of took him out of the game. And that's kind of how it started in this fight. So this guy that sort of was dominating him on the ground, and Paul Daley started off his career in Wembley, and he wanted to finish it in Wembley. So everyone in the crowd was obviously supporting him, hometown guy, and wanted him to get the knockout. As soon as Paul Daley saw that opportunity to get that finish, boom, left hook to the body, left, right hook, puts him out to sleep. And you could see the emotion he was crying after for like literally about a minute on the floor, like how much that meant to him and how much he wanted. And he's come on Ariel's show after and said he was no way that guy was going to get out there without like me KOing him. And as soon as he got the chance, he was on it. So shout out Paul Daley, man. I think he should be massively proud of his career. And that fight with Nick Diaz is, everyone says, is the best round. Best first one round in MMA history. One thing in the Ariel interview that he did say is there are only two people that would come out for retirement for, that's Nick Diaz and Masvidal. Nick Diaz, he probably wants to get the rematch, but mainly he's saying because he'd make a lot of money. He's already beaten Masvidal. He actually beat him, so he's looking for that money fight. But
he wouldn't beat Masvidal now.
Nah, I think watching Daley, I think he's slow. Like like I was saying, he's slowed down a lot. Like his strikes are a lot slower. But I think what we're saying about Jan Blachowicz as well. The power is the last thing to go. I think the speed goes. The ground still, like people who've got a good grounding can still carry on. The speed 100% goes, but the power is still there in these older fighters.
I think the Nick Diaz fight makes sense for him if he can somehow get signed to UFC on a one-fight deal or something. But
the thing is that they can sign him for a one-fight deal. Doesn't mean Nick's gonna also sign that. Like they could sign him and Nick be like, "No, I don't want to fight him. I
yeah, true."
Like literally said the same about Lawler. He's like, "I don't know why I'm fighting Lawler."
Should have fought Usman.
Yeah, it's like I should be fighting Usman. Thank God he didn't.
Yeah.
At least you saw flashes of the old Nick Diaz in that fight. With Usman, it would have been a finish straight away. But yeah, I feel like he's done it. Like for 60 fights, he's still very like pretty intelligent. Yeah, clear speech. Like, I feel like maybe because he's just been out grappled in his losses rather than like KO'd or anything like that. Did you watch his Ariel interview?
I watched bits of his Ariel interview. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, but shout out Daley, man. Hopefully, maybe one day we can get him on there. I did email him to see if he wanted to come on before his fight, but he did black me. So I might have to go down to Nottingham, check out his gym, and then do something there.
Stick it on him.
Yeah, not stick it on him. Probably ask him politely, and if he says no, we'll just leave. Yeah. But anyway, on that card, so we had the main event, Michael Venom Page against Storley. I think his name was Storley.
Yeah.
And he's D1, not a D2 scrub, not a D.
Not like Usman, nah.
Not like Usman, nah. He's a D1, All-American, 4-time All-American top wrestler. MVP looks so tall in there against him. He looks like he should be in a different weight, but literally just like
lanky, he's fucking man.
Yeah, he's so tall, and on the feet the guy's got no chance. But the thing is with wrestling, as soon as they grab like an ankle or a knee or anything, that's it. They're just on you, and he just like fair to Daley, not Daley, MVP, trying to get back up against the cage continuously, but he just couldn't. And slowly there's an advancing position. By the end, he was kind of like on top of him, like throwing down some elbows and stuff like that over like.
I didn't watch the fight yet, but there was apparently a bit of controversy about this, man. I swear, like Scott Coker come out and goes, you can't win a fight by just lying on top of someone and shit. Like, apparently it's a bit controversial or something.
In my opinion, I don't agree. I feel like Fair Play wasn't doing much damage, but he was in dominant position for like 3/4 of the round.
Yeah,
Like, MVP,
that's control, isn't it? Though, at that point, so.
yeah, I feel like that. And even though Paul Daley started obviously on the feet, and it was like pot shotting him and stuff like that, and trying to get the finish. But I feel like if someone's on top of you and you can't get up or out, I feel like they are winning the round. And these strikers are complaining. Like Masvidal always complains, but I think it's got to the point where like you just need to like stop complaining and just try and get up. Like if you can make it your fight, they're making it their fight. You need to learn how to make it your fight.
At the end of the day, like
yeah,
they want to keep it on the feet. So if you want to keep it on the feet, then you need to work on your defensive wrestling or whatever, because that's where you want the fight. They want the fight on the ground. So if they can get it to the ground and control you, like they're winning the fight. It's as simple as that. It might not be what people want to see or like what the fighters want to be in, but it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, it's dominant. If it works, then why not do it? Like it would make no sense not to.
Yeah, I think these promoters like Scott Coker, obviously, it's not an exciting a style. I think especially like in these like lower leagues like Bellator, they want to see they want to get their name out there, their brand out there. They want to see KOs, explosive fights. They don't want like people like Colby was going to be cut for the same reason back in the day with the UFC, because of that exact same style. It's literally like seeing Colby again, train wrestling. But I think even MVP like on the aerial show sort of acknowledged that, you know, he does need to work on a few things, because on the feet, man, he's brilliant. Like he's got that Stephen Wonderboy.
He's elusive as well. He's really good, rangy.
Yeah,
he's sick on the feet. Like you said, he's got that kind of weird Wonderboy style where he'll throw something and you're just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, he has got sick style, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a great card from Bellator. We've got the UK fighters on there on BBC Three as well. So kind of opening up to the UK fans. I know it was hard to watch it for a while, for many years. Yeah. So maybe that will grow. And who knows if they get Nate Diaz on there, then it'll pop off even more. But yeah, no, that was it. I just wanted to cover that because I feel like we don't really talk about Bellator, and it was actually a good card. So yeah, anything else, or is that covered for this episode? Everything covered?
That's it, man. We've spoke about a lot of topics this episode. It's been a pretty mental week, man, in terms of like obviously media with those two events. But yeah, man, looking busy at the minute in the fight world, and hopefully it continues, gives us stuff to talk about.
We have got an event this weekend, but I don't think we're really that. It's Holly Holmes fighting someone.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not really relevant now. Like she had her time, she had her moment, and that's it really. But yeah, the next big one in terms of UFC is gonna be
Singapore.
Is it Singapore?
Yeah, UFC
275. Yeah. But that's actually in a few weeks, so we'll have to maybe do some different videos. So and we can do my 20 questions maybe next week.
Finally, fucking hell. Right, cool. We're gonna call it there, lads. If you haven't already, check us out on Instagram at championship_rounds_official. It's dry on there, but if we get some of you following us, it encourages us to post a bit more. But yo, this YouTube channel, we're uploading regularly. If you've got any video ideas for us, comment them down below. But I've got a few ideas that I'll be dropping as well over the coming week. So stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Peace. Yeah, UFC 2. Oh, fuck, I'm recording that.